we go like that. Yeah.
Hey everyone, it's Brownstone here and welcome back to my channel. So today is a super exciting day. Of course we're doing another tutorial, but I get to tell everyone that I work with Colourpop. So my partnership with them is anytime they have any new products coming out, they'll send some my way first, and I get to be one of the first people to try it out, take pictures for them, videos, whatever it is. So I'm super excited because today I get to finally put up this video over the new Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Foundation. So if you're familiar with Colourpop, you know they have the Pretty Fresh collection as far as the setting mist. They also sent me this too, the primer, and then also the concealer as well. And they do also have the tinted moisturizer. I don't have my hands on that just yet, but I will because I heard a lot of good things about it. I haven't wore it yet. I just got it yesterday. Today's date is June 18th, so by the time I drop this, it'll be out already. But I haven't tried it yet. I'm really excited because I just wanted to do it on camera for you guys so you guys can get like my honest, natural reaction. So yeah, I'm just super excited. Today I got a whole bunch of other new products to try as well. I think everything I have today is like pretty much new, so I'm really excited about this tutorial. So just a little bit about what they have sent me. They sent me like this foundation. They sent me like 9 of them all together because they had to like color match over the internet. So they sent me like 9 foundations and then like 6 different concealers, and they sent me the set of the mist and the primer together as well. So I'm really excited. I did like color match myself a little bit, not wear it all together, but I did color match. And my tone, or not my tone, but my shade is the deep dark 190W because it has like a red undertone to it, so that definitely matches me. So if you're around my skin tone, if you want to purchase this, go ahead and do that. But let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial. So of course, first things first, we're gonna start by prepping our face. So I'm spraying my face with the hydrochloric acid setting mist that they have. And then right after I do that, I will be applying their hydrating hydrochloric acid primer as well. The mist was decent to me. I still need to like kind of fill it out a little bit. And the primer was good too, super lightweight, so I do like that as well. And I think it does pair pretty well with the foundation as well. So before applying my foundation, I'm going to be using this Makeup Revolution Luxurious Baking Powder in the shade Banana. And I'm just going to put that in my under eye, well, under my under eyes, of course. And then where my smile lines are as well, because those are the 2 places that I crease the most. And now onto foundation. The reason for this video today, I am using the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hydrochloric Hydrating Foundation in the shade Deep Dark 190W. I actually really do enjoy this foundation. It reminds me of a tinted moisturizer just because it's so lightweight. So if I had to compare it to something, I'd compare it to my NYX tinted moisturizer. And it also makes me really interested in trying the Pretty Fresh collection tinted moisturizer that Colourpop has, just because I've heard a lot of good things about it as well. But as far as this foundation, it is a medium coverage foundation, but you can build up on it as well. It's alcohol free, fragrance free, gives you that natural finish, so I do love that as well. And one thing I will say that I have to commend Colourpop on as well is the shade range. One thing I didn't like about NYX as far as like their tinted moisturizer, they only had like, I want to say like 12 shades. But this foundation has 42 shades to choose from, so I do love that they have like a vast shade range like that. And I think their tinted moisturizer, their shade range is that big as well, so I appreciate them for doing that. But yeah, I honestly do like this. I give it a 10 out of 10, and I have tried it on or wore it a few times after this video as well, so I do really enjoy this. And hopefully by now it should be live on Colourpop, so I'll be able to put a direct link to the foundation in the description box below, so you guys can let me know if you like it as well. So yeah, I had just applied the foundation with a brush, and now I'm just smoothing it out with a beauty blender. This day actually, I didn't like how my skin was looking, so I was really trying to work with it, but it still came out pretty good. But yeah, overall I do like this new foundation from Colourpop. And on to highlighting now. So I'm using the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hydrochloric Creamy Concealer in the shade Medium Dark 145W, and also in Dark 158W as well. Their concealers are pretty decent to me. It's not my absolute favorite out of all the concealers I have. Like, if I had to say my favorite concealer, it's Juvia's Place, or even the e.l.f. Camo concealer as well. And this would be a close maybe 5th or 6th out of all the concealers I have. It's just not as creamy as I would like it to be, but it's still easy to work with, so I still give it about 6.57 out of 10. So yeah, that's just my opinion, but I wanted to keep this mainly a Colourpop video, so that's why I'm using it now. And of course, we're just blending everything out, making sure everything is cohesive with one another, the concealer to the foundation. I will say 10 out of 10 that the concealer and the foundation works very well together, as far as it's all very blendable, very easy to work with. So I do really like that as well. And I'll be setting my highlighted areas with that Makeup Revolution baking powder in the shade Banana. So this day was the first day I used it. I haven't used it since that day actually, so I need to use it again to see. But I honestly really didn't like it all that much. I did hear good things about it, and I don't know if I was a little too heavy-handed in applying it on me, or I just need to get a different shade the next time I try this out, just because it kind of just left a little ashy look to it. So I definitely had to go over it with something darker, of course, like I always do, just to like blend it all out so it doesn't look too like ghost-like, basically. So it wasn't my favorite baking powder, but I'm gonna try again and see. If I don't like it with this shade, I'm gonna try a different shade. If not, I'm gonna just stick to the stuff that I have that I know works. So yeah, y'all can definitely see what I was talking about. That's why I'm looking like, is this really how it's coming out? I was kind of scared at that point, but then I went over and put the Makeup Revolution Bake and Blot in the shade Deep Dark over it. So instead of using like the Maybelline press powder like I always use, I was like, let me use some new products. So I use this instead. It's decent. Doesn't compare to Maybelline for me, but it got the job done, and it took away that white cast that the baking powder had left on me. So I do appreciate that, but it's not my favorite. I'm gonna have to try it out a little bit more just to get more of a feel for it, but definitely got the job done. And now I'll be highlighting using the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek Pearlized. I think it's pearlized. I'm gonna just put in the description box below because y'all know I'm just very terrible at pronouncing words. And I am using the shade Parasol. So this was also something I got from Ulta when I was buying a whole bunch of these new products. And I actually really like this shade of gold. So 10 out of 10. And on to bronzing now, one of my favorite things to do. So this was also something new I bought at Ulta, and it is the Morphe Glamabronze in the shade Leader. So when I went to Ulta, this was the darkest shade that they had. I'm not 100% sure if this is the darkest shade that Morphe has, but if it is, I'm kind of disappointed because for me, it wasn't even dark enough. If I had to compare it to my CoverGirl bronzer, it's definitely like a good 2-3 shades lighter than it, so I don't really like that. It was a good product to use. As far as the product itself, I did like it. I just wish it was a little bit darker. So that's my overall opinion on it. So if you're a little lighter than me, then yeah, this could work for you. And it still worked for me as well. It was just, I feel like it gave me a little bit more of that natural finish, and I kind of like my cheeks to be contoured. But yeah, it's still a pretty decent product. And now on to eyes. I also bought this palette from Colourpop called Sweet Talk. And it's a very pretty palette, very just like neutral, like browns and pinks and oranges in here. So I do like that. So I am starting off with that nude shade West Side and putting that a little bit above my crease. So I didn't do too much on my eyes just because I did want to highlight my face and the foundation. So yeah, I'm just starting off with that shade West Side. And now I'm gonna go in with that orangey shade, and it's called Icy Me. So I'm gonna put that into my crease, in my outer crease, and I'm gonna work my way into the middle of my eye. And I'm gonna finish off this look using that shimmery orange shade that has a little bit of gold in it. And I'm just gonna apply that on my lid, and I'm just gonna go halfway in there just because I didn't want to do too much and I just wanted to keep it a little bit basic. But it gave it that little pop of color that I wanted as well because it has like the gold shimmers. And I had went ahead and did my eyeliner and lashes off camera, but that definitely set off the eye look and the look in general. So now I'm going to be going on to lips, and I'm just lining my lips with a brown liner right now. I just realized this was basically a Makeup Revolution and Colourpop video because that's really all I used besides the Morphe bronzer. And I'm still gonna get that Makeup Revolution bronzer, don't worry. Like in the next few videos, I'll definitely be using that. But this lippy, it is their matte lippy in the shade Vow. And I honestly really, really like this. I like using it as a base before I put on lip gloss. So this is definitely one of my favorite nude lippies right now. And to finish off this look, I am using the So Juicy Plumping Gloss from Colourpop in the shade She's Here. And she really was. Me personally, I'm usually like a matte girl when it comes to my lips. But honestly, because of this, I've definitely been loving to wear lip gloss. So I've been wearing a lot of gloss lately, maybe because it's summertime too. You know, you gotta have the lip gloss on for summer. But it's definitely one of my favorites. And there you go, it's the finished look. I really do enjoy this foundation. I definitely want y'all to check it out if you can and let me know what you guys think. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what else you guys want to see from me, and I will see you guys in my next video.